Good evening. Today I want to talk about news from Tata Steel and Tata Group in general. Yesterday was the 29th of July was the birthday of the great JRD Tata. He would have turned 114 years old. Rathan Tata shared a throwback picture of him and told it was one of the proudest moments for JRD to see a Tata station wagon manufactured and roll off the floors. Those days it was called the Tata Estate and the picture was very lovely. Ratan Tata has a lot to smile about these days. In March of 2020, Tatas were in serious trouble. Except TCS and perhaps the Titan, all other companies were struggling. Tata Consumer was too small to be counted, and it looked that for nearly 10 years, Tatas were struggling with two of their big companies, Tata Steel and Tata Motors, drowning in debt. And there seemed to be a lot of problem in Tata Power with Mundra not being resolved. There were many who believed that Tata would sink. There are also those who believed that Tatas had to sell a stake in TCS for them to survive. In 18 months can be a long time, and in 18 months the fortunes of Tata Motors have dramatically improved. What has really improved and turned around is their crown jewel, Tata Steel, their first big company on which they rode for nearly 100 years. Tata Steel's big problem and big millstone around the neck was the purchase of Chorus in Europe, and they took a lot of debt to finance that purchase. In 2010, steel prices fell off the cliff, and Chorus never made money. The Indian operations were ring fenced, and the money earned from India was used to service debt, while Kalinga Nagar also guzzled a lot of cash. Also, they made investments in Southeast Asia and they were also expanding the Tata Nagar plant. In this year, last year, they bought in Bhushan Steel. All this meant that the prices of the heavy debt in Tatas went up like nobody's business. In fact, in March of 2020, Tata's total debt in Tata Steel alone was 1,20,000 crores. The market cap of Tata Steel had collapsed to 23,000. In March 2020, the price of Tata Steel was 250 rupees. There was derisive articles in which people said that nobody would take Tata Steel for free. Debt was so huge. All it took was 6 months of very high steel prices last year, and Tatas were back. Tata's cut 23,000 crores in debt and brought their debt down to 85,000 crores by the end of this year. The stock rallied 6 times. From a low of 250, the price of Tata Steel today is 1,450. Tata Steel has become the second most valuable company in the hemisphere after TCS, overtaking Titan and Tata Consumer. Steel demand in India has gone through the roof. China has cut back on export incentives, which means that Tatas can export steel also. Steel prices in the first quarter of this year was extremely high, which meant Tata sold a lot of steel and made some money. As we sit today on July 29, July 30th, the prices of Tata Steel stock are still rallying because domestic prices of steel are still extremely high. This is because the Fed has pursued a dovish policy and has printed money like nobody's business. This has led to a asset price inflation which has seeped into commodity. And so the commodity inflation, price inflation, is benefiting Tata Steel. Tata Steel today accounts for 9.2% of the total group market cap. It was less than 5.5% last year. That is, when the Tata Group market cap was less than 10 lakh crore, Tata Steel represented only less than 5% of it. And today, Tata Steel is representing 9.2% of an expanded market cap of nearly 19 lakh crores. This one quarter's profit was much bigger than many profits of many big brands which are selling at sky high valuations. This is the power of commodity stocks. A 10-year down cycle can be wiped out in 1 year. If prices remain as high as they are today for the next 18 months, Tatas would have cut debt even 50% from here and will become a very valuable company. Today, Tatas are in trouble only in three companies: Tata Power, Tata Motors, and Indian Hotels, which have debt, of which Indian Hotels and Tata Power are manageable. The big debt is available only in Tata Motors. The group will be forced to invest and wait for the commercial vehicle sector to turn before they become profitable. But while all this has been going, Tatas have made big progress. They have created an app for which they are acquiring companies left, right, and center. They bought 1MG, they bought Big Basket, and now have shown that they can flex their muscle even in telecom. The retail side of the business, which they were forced to vacate 1 year back. Today, they have swallowed a high tech company called Tejas Networks. They have bought Tejas Networks for a total consideration of 1,850 crores. They will be making an open offer for 26% of the company. Tejas Networks will start working with Tata Communications. Tata Communications is one of those Tata companies which has done remarkably well in the last 2 years, and from a very low price, this stock has crossed 1,000 rupees. Tata Communications is the erstwhile VSNL, which controls broadband coming into the country and going out of the country. It also supplies to enterprise and large companies. Recently, I spoke about Tata's doing a joint venture with Bharti Airtel and developing software and supplying telecom gear for the 5G network. TCS was supposed to play a major role in that. The purchase of Tejas Networks consolidates that and will help Tatas become a dominant player in buying and selling of telecom gear and writing software for that. Tatas are back with a bang. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English: The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.